Hello, I welcome you all again. Here we are back with another analysis on the development in India and China conflict. So recently, Chinese President Xi Jinping visited to the Marine Corps headquarters and told his soldiers to be prepared for war and prepare themselves as like their elite forces, which is known for its quick response in every situation. This statement of Chinese dictator is efficient enough to heat up the already tense situation between both the countries to a new height. Thus, it becomes important here to note that how both the countries are preparing to fight a war in water. But before moving ahead, let me tell you why Jinping particularly chosen the Marine Corps headquarters for the invocation of a war. So the intention can clearly be understood by the fact that China from past few years is working to strengthen its air force and navy's fleet. 1 year ago, it had also cut down the number of soldiers in its army. One more fact also can't be denied that China is also fearing due to presence of its other rivals Japan and USA in its water, due to which he is unable to do any misadventure there. Therefore, it looks pretty much clear that the efficiency of Marine Corps trained by Chinese PLA to help Chinese Navy matters very much and has compelled the Chinese president to visit its headquarters for the very first time since its formation in 2007. Now, coming back to the point how both the states are preparing, then it looks like China has encircled India in waters, and India, being a responsible state, is also trying to counter China via the same strategy. In the midst of recent clashes at Indian borders, China is also heading its step in the South China Sea and Indian Ocean region as well. However, this existence of China in Indian Ocean region is not new. Indeed, it's a pre-planned strategy to collect intelligence for military purposes, and it is also part of its coercive diplomacy to encircle India by means of string of pearls and OBOR project. China has its naval base in Bangladesh, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Maldives, Djibouti, and Pakistan, by means of which he has encircled India. China has constructed his naval base in all these countries at a very strategic position, from where he is not and setting up military establishment, but also making several efforts with the help of which he can detect all the movements of his opponent. China is undertaking both of these projects not just to contain its neighbor India but also to counter the aggression of US, Japan, Australia and its other rivals. Since due to COVID-19 pandemic issue he is already facing the rage of the whole world. Hence, to create an aura of dominance in the region, he is undertaking such steps. However, China always denies the fact that he is undertaking these infrastructural projects in other countries to counter its opponent. Instead of this, he claims it as infrastructural development work for well-being of those countries. Moving ahead, we're gonna crystal clear you that why these Chinese projects aren't less than a conspiracy. But before moving ahead, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get updated. And also, please look at our article on the same issue for much more deeper analysis, whose link is in the description box. So, coming back to the topic, in the year 2013, China started a so called development project One Belt, One Road OBOR to undertake infrastructural development in some countries. But the main motive of China behind undertaking these infrastructural development in other countries was that he wanted to invest that much amount of money in some strategically located country so that they become unable to return the invested money, and hence by means of this he will capture some territory to establish his military buildups in that area and also make a burden of huge debts so that the country becomes unable to come out of the trap in a long run as well. By this initiative, China has made reach to most of the parts of Asian and African region. By this project, China has made infrastructural development on a large scale in all those countries which surround India. Gradually, China is also making its military establishment in all these countries so that if any future conflict arises, he can use those establishments for his selfish motives. In a similar manner, China is also running a project to which he calls as a geopolitical strategy to interlink countries via sea routes to conduct trade activities. But again, This is not the main motive of China behind the initiative. In fact, by this strategy, China has encircled India and has made its reach from the South China Sea to Indian Ocean, and had finished encirclement to the Horn of Africa. By the string of pearls strategy, China is not only encircling India but is also trying to point out the USA and his other rival countries by the means of this initiative. China is also constructing some artificial island in several regions to expand its military establishment and to strengthen its presence. For instance, of this motive behind this strategy, we can see that China has placed its aircraft carrier at its Djibouti military buildups. Now, it can be clearly analyzed that China is not doing this for expanding its trade route but for its selfish motive to encircle Asian giant India via military buildups. As I have mentioned prior, that India is also following the same strategies to not let China get an edge in water. In the similar manner, India is working on its OSOWOG and the Necklace of Diamond initiative. So let's get an insight of this project. The One Sun, One World, One Grid OSOWOG initiative is proposed by India to promote the use of clean energy. Under this initiative, India is planning to interlink countries from South Asian region to African region in 3 steps. India, by means of this, is going to establish solar panels first in South Asian countries, then in West Central Asia, and at the end it will reach African region. This can clearly be understood as a counter activity, which in actual means is a true developmental activity parallel OBOR. Similarly, another plan is the Necklace of Diamond, which is an initiative by side of India to counter the Chinese string of pearls. Under this initiative, India has built its naval establishment at the port Shanghai in Singapore, Chabahar in Iran, Diego in Gracia, and Duqm in Oman as a counter encirclement to China's string of pearls, so that China will not succeed in its selfish motives. By the means of this initiative, India is not only going to counter the threats by China's string of pearls but will also take the real developmental activities so that those countries can also be benefited. Again, coming to the recent announcement, then following the Jinping's announcement of reorganization of army in 2015, nearly 3 lakh soldiers were reducted from the army, while the navy and air force were expanded. China did this with the intention of increasing its global influence. It looks clear. There is a plan to increase the number of soldiers in Marine Corps to 1 lakh soon. These troops will be deployed at China's military base in Gwadar port of Pakistan, which is having a strategic importance, and also in Djibouti in the deep oceans. In a conversation with the corps commanders of Marine Corps, Jinping asked the soldier to be in a position to be always ready for an action. His intention was clear that he is talking about war. For this, special emphasis was laid on training, setting goals, and developing special methods of fighting. He said that the Marine Corps should be designed in such a way that it can take the foremost responsibility to protect China's sovereignty and territorial integrity, as well as to protect maritime rights and to protect global rights. Now, it looks very clear after looking at the whole scenario that all the strains are not going to tranquilize soon. In fact, the way both the states, that is India and China, are acting, more precisely the provocation from Chinese side, will going to increase the length of these strains, which are a matter of concern not only for both these states, world as well. Thank you. Hope you all have enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We'll keep you updated with further development regarding the same. Till then, goodbye and take care.